Greetings, South Africa. Welcome to Passing Glance. Passing Glance is a part of the Capital Breakfast Show to be aired on Swanee TV. Passing Glance was created to be a portal where information can flow freely between entrepreneurs there in South Africa and entrepreneurs here in the U.S. For today's show, I'm going to be introducing my good friend, Eric J. Keese. Eric, welcome to Passing Glance.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Patrick. I certainly appreciate it.
Eric, I know so much about you, but I really want to give you an opportunity to reach out to the South African audience and tell them who you are. I want you to share your vision of Living Gigantic Incorporated.
Thank you. Living Gigantic is a personal growth and development company, and what we do is we really focus on the most important person in the world, in everyone's world, which is you. You as an individual need to be focused in on who you are, what it is you were supposed to be, do, and have, and your purpose in life. What Living Gigantic does is really focus in on the individual's growth and development as not only as a person, but as a legacy leaver. We all have things that we're supposed to do and fulfill as we grow and go in this lifetime. Each one of us has to do something with our dash, And so what Living Gigantic does is focus in on that dash. And then what I mean by that dash is the dash between your birth date and your ending date, or your deceased date, expiration date. So we want to make sure we're doing all that we can with our dash, being all that we were put here to do, and make sure that we're reaching our full potential and setting goals for ourselves.
Cool. Eric, I know that you are a phenomenal man of God. Spirituality means a lot to you.
Absolutely.
You place God at the head of your life. As a businessman, sometimes that to merge those two becomes difficult. How do you keep your focus on God, yet operate in the cutthroat world of business? How do you function as a man of God, and how do you merge that with the business world?
Well, I think, first, first and foremost, you have to realize where your focus is going to be. If your focus is going to be on God, then that's where your business is going to, your business obviously naturally has to follow it. And for me, about a year ago, I literally sat down in my quiet time, in my quiet space, and just sat down and just said, God, show me what it is you want me to be, do, and have. And so what I did was just sat down and really purposefully had a conversation, and he gave me this organization, this company, Living Gigantic. Though I am 6'9" tall, I'm not clever enough to come up with something like that on my own. So, he gave me the name of the company, he gave me the organization, he gave me my purpose. And in giving me my purpose, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I would absolutely have to give him all the honor and all the glory in this business. So it's not, for me, it's not per se hard. That's just what my company is. My company is a God-based company. And anybody who doesn't want to necessarily do business with me as a result of it being a God-based company, that's fine. Everybody has free will and free choice. And but for me, that is the center, that is the foundation of this organization. And I give all honor and praises.
That being said, let the church say amen.
Amen.
Brother Eric, I know you travel around the country as a public speaker. I consider you to be a dynamic public speaker. Would you share with the audience a little bit about your speaking? What do you speak at? How did you get into it? Just open up and let the people know a little bit about Eric J. Keese, the public speaker.
Absolutely. I grew up in rural South Carolina. And in rural South Carolina, we have the little small churches. Every time the hinges on the door swung, I was probably the one putting the key in the church door. So we started off with doing the speeches, the Christmas speech, the Easter speech, things of that nature, which kind of instilled it in me. But officially, it really started in third grade with my third grade teacher, Ms. Jeffries. She really pushed me to become a better speaker and put me in front of the class and really made me face the fear of public speaking, which is a fear that most people in the world have.
Sure.
So I continued to just progress from there, and in progressing from there, I've spoken at family reunions, elementary, middle, high schools, graduations. My latest and greatest speech was done to the U.S. Army at their training center. So I've had a phenomenal opportunity to be able to speak and share a message with individuals. Messages typically come from, what is based on the audience, and it typically comes from dreams. I have dreams about what it is I need to speak to the individuals about, and how I can touch certain individuals within that audience.
Wow, thank you, Eric, for taking the opportunity to share with the people there in South Africa how you wow the audiences with your oratory.
Thank you so much.
Eric, I know part of your business model is tied to life coaching, being a life coach and a mentor. You've operated as my mentor for several months now, and you've really been able to help me peel the onion back and look at some of the issues that I really needed to focus on in order to change my life. And I want to thank you for that. But I also want you to share that component with the people there in South Africa and give them an opportunity to know a little bit about Eric J. Keese, the life coach and mentor.
Life coaching is more about the coaching component than anything else. Any of us who've ever played sports, and you as a star basketball player back in the day, you know that we all have coaches that really bring out the best in us, and that's really what my purpose is as a life coach, is to really help to hone in on who the individual is, help you become who you are, help you to become a better individual, and bring out the absolute best inside of you, inside of each and every one of us. It's more of an accountability partner. We all know exactly what it is we're supposed to do, but it's really hard for us to do it on our own. If left to our own devices, we tend to think negative. It's very easy for us to think negative about ourselves. It's very hard for us to think positive about ourselves until we have someone to really pull that out of us and draw us into our positive self versus us being in the negative. I am available to help people get to your real purpose, your real passion, who you really are. I encourage you to get in contact with me on my website. My website is actually www.livinggigantic.com. Again, that is www.livinggigantic.com. I'm available for corporations, for individuals. I absolutely love working with people, helping them to grow into their passion and purpose.
Well, Eric, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the whole life coaching, I think it's going to be a big hit there in South Africa because the people there are very receptive to that type of thing. And I just wish you the best of luck. And I want to take this opportunity to bring you aboard as a co-host. Eric's going to be joining us as the weekly co-host. Welcome, brother Eric J. Keese. That ends today's segment on from Living Gigantic Incorporated. Hope you guys do reach out to Eric's website, www.livinggigantic.com. We want to say goodbye, South Africa, and next week, tune in when Eric's going to flip the script. He's going to be sitting in my chair, and he's going to interview me. So I'm going to talk about my love for South Africa, and I think it's something you really want to tune into. So again, thank you, South Africa, and goodbye.
Take care.